Hello Cedarview second graders, this will be my video for math page 269 and 270. We're going to review a couple things before we start into our instructional time. You need to look at these and we have to write the missing add-ins. Remember what I told you. You can either do, we have 4, what will get us to 16, or you can do the opposite of adding and do 16 minus 4. 16 minus 4 would be 12. So you put your 12 in the blank. This one, well, let's go to this one. What plus 9 equals 15? Yeah, you can count that up. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And that would be 6. Or you could do 15 minus 9. Same thing. Now for 7 plus 8, 7 plus what equals 18? I'll let you think about it and decide. We can do 18 minus 7, and it would be 11. Look at this one. Think about it. What plus 5 equals 13? You can also do 13 minus 5. And it would be 8. 8 plus 5 equals 13. Now, I also want to review these. You will have some problems on your paper. Forgot to show you this. This is the paper we're on today. These problems are going to be like the 2 I have on the board. They're not going to be the same, but they will be similar. Also, Roman numerals. I'll put up the Roman numeral chart just to remind you of the Roman numerals. And then we'll look at the back in just a minute. All right, so we have to say, can we do 0 minus 5? If we have 0 cookies and we try to take 5, we can't do that. Can we borrow from this 0? No. Can we borrow from this 0? No. We have to go all the way to the 5 and make it a what? A 4. Cross out the 0, make it a 10. Cross out the 10, make it a 9. Cross out the 0, make it a 10. Cross out the 10, make it a 9. And cross out the 0 and make it a 10, and then we stop. We do not make that other 10 a 9. We stop because 10 we can subtract from 5, or we can subtract 5 from 10. 10 minus 5 equals 5. 9 minus 2 equals 7. 9 minus 6 equals 3. Bring down your comma so you don't forget, and then 4 minus 2 equals 2. Now, the next problem is 4,000 minus 3,294. Same thing. We cannot subtract 0 minus 4. We can't borrow from these two zeros, so we've got to go to the 4, make it a 3. Make the first 0 a 10, mark through it, make it a 9. Make the second 0 a 10, mark through it, make it a 9. Now we can make this a 10 and subtract. 10 minus 4 equals what? 6. 9 minus 9 equals what? 0. 9 minus 2 equals what? 7. Bring down your comma. And then 3 minus 3 is 0. You can do this, but if you want to just leave it 706, that would be fine also. Now that is the problem, or that is the problems you'll be doing on the front for those, the first 3. Now down here, you're going to be measuring, and I'm sending home rulers, either your personal rulers or one of mine. You have measuring the lines will be inches, then drawing the lines with centimeters. Remember to look at your ruler and pay attention to that. The rest you can do on the back. We're going to be looking at this. You have to remember how many they don't have the numbers under it anymore, so you have to go, how many 5s are in $6.59? If 2 5s would be 10, so we know that's not right, so we put a 1. And then we would have $1.59 left. How many 1s are in there? And you go through that process. If there are no quarters, dimes, or nickels, or pennies, or whatever, you just leave it blank. You can put a 0 or you can leave it blank. But remember to focus on that. Parents, you might have to help them with this part because it is tricky, and we did it 2 or 3 times, and it is tricky for some of them. So remember multiplying by tens. Anything times 10, you add a 0. 5 times 10, 50. 7 times 10, 70. Multiplying by 2s, you're doubling. 2 times 6 is 12. 2 times 3 is 6. And then by 5s, remember the clock, and you count by 5s. Okay, now let's go over our lesson for today. We are going to be talking about, I just lost my place. Give me a minute. I do this in class sometimes too, don't I, guys? Okay, here it is. We've been talking about addition twins before. So 6 plus 5 equals 11. The twin would be 5 plus 6 equals 11. You do this the same way with multiplication problems. 2 times 6 equals double the 6. What is 6 plus 6? 12. You're going to just flip it, just like you do the adding. 6 times 2 equals 12. Remember, I told you it's the same thing. If you do 2 times 6 or 6 times 2, it's the same thing. Now, just like, for example, I've got an egg carton. Let me get it. If we do, the first one I wrote was 2 times 6. If we have 2 in each group, and we have 6 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we would do 2 times 6 would be 12. And then if we turned it this way, we would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows, 6 in each row. And how many rows would we have? We would have 2. So that is an example of the multiplication twins. Down here on section 5, I'm going to do the first 2 problems with you so you will know how to do it or remember how to do it. So let me erase this, get my marker. Okay, the first problem is 800 plus 6, and then you have the box, and then you have 860. Now, we know that 800 plus 6 really stands for what? 806. Now, which one is bigger? 806 or 860? 860 is bigger, so you would make the alligator mouth eat the 860. I'm going to do the bottom one underneath that one. So it is 1,000 plus 70 plus 2. You have your box, and you have 1,072. Now, let me put it underneath so that won't get all jumbled into that. You have 2 in the ones place. You have a 70 in the tens. You have nothing in the hundreds, and you have a 1 in the thousands. So 1,072 would be equal. And that is how you do the bottom. Now, each day I have on my paper that you will be doing a speed drill from the snake paper. So today you'll do page 269, 270, and the first speed drill. Now, if you want to go ahead and do all the speed drills at one time, I don't care. It's up to you. But for each day, you just have to do one speed drill to stay on top of everything and make sure you stay on track. So I will be making my next video for the next pages. Be sure to do your work. Don't give your parents a hard time. I love you. I'm praying for you all to stay healthy, and I'll see you on the next video.